All right, guys, welcome back to Movies with Bob. We're going to be finishing up Ricky Gervais's Out of England 2 special today. It's been great so far. Let's get right into it. Sorry for the delay again, and subscribe if you haven't.
I read that whole book to Carl, and he believed it all. Why wouldn't he? It's written down. And I said, Carl, think, how could they get 10 million animals on a boat? Carl went, they said it was a big boat. Yeah, they did, that's true. I said, but they're all part of the food chain. They would have literally had to have eaten each other to survive. Why didn't the lion eat the antelope? Why didn't the spider eat the fly? And Carl said, because in a crisis, you all pull together.
Personifies everything. It's
Amazing.
unbelievable.
I'd love to do a book of his quotes. I love books of quotations. I love just reading them for pleasure. I've got a few of these compilations, and one of my heroes is Winston Churchill. And when I read, "Give us the tools, and we will finish the job," I thought, how inspiring. And when I read, "Never in the field of human conflict was so much owed by so many to so few," I thought, how patriotic. And when I read, "It is a good thing for an uneducated man to read books of quotations," I thought, you cheeky fat git. People always say to me that Oscar Wilde is the greatest genius that's ever lived. Let's have a look at the evidence, okay? Here's one of his. "All women become like their mothers. That is their tragedy. No man does. That is his." That sounds a bit gay to me.
Fair enough. It does.
Give me another go. Here's another one. "I couldn't help it. I can resist everything except temptation." That sounds gay as well. I think I want to start that with an ooh. I want to go, "Oh, I couldn't help it." Do you know what I mean? And I want to end it with, "I can resist everything except temptation. Chance to be a fine thing." You know, And when he went through customs in New York all those years ago, and the customs officer, just doing his job, said, "Have you anything to declare?" Oscar Wilde famously said, "Nothing but my genius." Ooh. Wasn't witty. I bet he planned that. I bet the first time he went through customs in a foreign country, he was all, "Yes, sir, no, sir. Anything to declare?" "No, thanks." On you go, "Oh, I just thought of something fucking brilliant to say." "Oh, I'm always doing that." "Excuse me, can I go back through?" "No." "Oh." You had to wait weeks in those days, back on the boat to England, just thinking, all right, if they say that again, anything to declare, "Nothing but my genius, I'll be in a book of quotations." All right. He gets there again, weeks later, finds
That's
the same
exactly how
bloke,
it went.
goes up to him, bloke goes, "On you go." Didn't even fucking ask me that time. "Excuse me, I didn't ask me if anything." Random, fucking random, right? Back on the boat, 3 weeks later, gets there this time, finds the same bloke. This time he's starting looking shifty, so he gets picked out like that, right? Bloke goes, right. "Did you buy anything?" "That's not the question." "Say, have you anything to declare?" "Okay, have you anything to declare?" "Nothing but my genius." "Who's the butt plugs?" "They're mine." Incarcerated in Reading jail for homosexuality. We've come a long way from it being punishable to total equality, as it should be, of course. In England, the gay age of consent, same as heterosexuality now, 16, and even gay marriage. Although, ironically, the one place that was really ahead of the game fell behind a little at the last election, California. They had a referendum, they put it to the vote, and they voted no to gay marriage. I mean, in California, there's people going, "That's why we moved here." I mean, it's a
Right.
strange sort of bigotry that you can affect someone else's lifestyle that doesn't affect you back. It's not like they asked a bloke once, said, "Sorry, do you mind if these two men get married?" He went, "No, fine." "Okay, jack them off then." "What? I didn't know that was going to..." That doesn't happen, does it? That doesn't happen. Look, it's also a strange sort of bigotry because these people that object to that were presumably the same people that said, you know, gay people were immoral and promiscuous, but now they don't want to be monogamous and respectful in the eyes of God. And it must be so confusing to a gay guy in California thinking, that's the bit they don't like. With all the other shit we get up to, it's the marriage bit. They must be so confused. They must go to judges and go, "Sorry, can I get the rules straight? What do you want to know?" "I just need to know what we can and can't do." "Ask away." "Can I marry a man?" "No." "Can I fuck him up the arse and give him a little reach round?" "Please." "Can't marry him?" And the little... Can Can I pick up a stranger in the bushes and take him home and jizz on him and throw him out in the morning all crusty and homeless? Of course you can, yeah. But I couldn't marry him, no. No, and don't ask again. Could I line up 15 men? I'm just riffing here. Could I line up 15 men and just jack them off for a laugh? If you want, yeah. It would be difficult, wouldn't it? Jacking off 15 men at once. It would be like plate spinning, wouldn't it? No, because you could only do 2 at once, really. So you'd have these 2 ready to blow, but then they'd be losing it, and you'd go, fucking hell. Oh, there you go. Oh, fucking hell.
It's a hell of an image.
Ain't it knackering? Jacking off 15 men at once. Never thought I'd say that. Oh. Again. No. There's these people that say being gay isn't natural. Well, it is natural. And I've got a book to prove it. Homosexuality occurs in about the same incidents in the animal kingdom as it does in human society. This is a real book. It's called Biological Exuberance, Animal Homosexuality and Natural Diversity by Bruce Bagamill, okay? The evidence is compelling, and it seems there is virtually no species which does not have its gay community. That doesn't mean like chimps on one particular street wearing leather caps and stuff. It's
Right. Fair enough.
they sort of spread it out more, really. This is a real book. Can we have the first slide, please? Right, okay.
Oh my God.
This is a real book, okay? Right? Absolutely real, okay?
Jeez.
2 male stump-tail macaques in mutual fellatio. They're sharing it around. Next slide. Okay. A male squirrel monkey, right, performing a genital display toward another male.
Jesus.
He's just going, what do you think of that?
Right.
And this one's going, what? Suck it. Look at his little hand. Why? Because we're gay. I'm not, you fucking are. Look at the way he's holding him, and he's got his leg up for extra purchase. He's gone, get in there, get in there, get in there. Look at him. Can you imagine my face when I discovered this book? Next slide, please. Okay. A female Olympic marmot mounting another female. Now, I don't know what is in that for either of them. Unless the one on top is wearing a strap-on dildo. One more slide. Oh, this is a doozy. Okay. 2 forms of copulation between male dolphins. Genital slit or anal penetration above, and below, blowhole penetration.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's, oh my God. That's insane. Jeez.
Basically,
Sure, yeah.
he
Yep.
is fucking him in the head. It's in the head. He's fucking him in the head, ladies. I have never seen that on any wildlife documentary. Why have I never seen that before? Why are they doing that? Maybe it's not in the wild. Maybe it's in SeaWorld, which is like their prison.
Oh, shit.
And they're going, fuck's sake, They put in 2 males. Some people think we're fish. We might as well fucking do it, okay? I mean, look at his face.
It's crazy.
He's going, Dave. What?
Dave. Dave.
Could we not do it up the arse like them? No. It's in the head or nothing. Dave, what? What? Dave, I love you. But I can't fucking breathe. That is a real book. That is a real book. Can we have that? Look. I love the fact that he found like a turkey in drag to show how gay animals can be.
What a strange book.
The gayest animal in the world. I hope I haven't offended anyone with any of the subject. No, I do. I do. That's not the point. I don't try and offend. If I have offended anyone, and I'm sure I have, I don't apologise. No, I think you should. You have to be able to justify everything you do. And I just think that a comedian should take you to taboo places you haven't been before. Otherwise, you could do it yourself. There's enough anodyne comedy out there just doing things, obvious stuff that, doesn't make, any difference at all. And there's this spate of comedians saying sorry when they go too far. I just think, you should... They go, oh, sorry, I didn't mean it. Well,
especially
you should know
now.
better then. There's also a witch hunt at the moment with people saying, oh, is there anything you shouldn't make a joke about? No, there's nothing you shouldn't joke about. It depends what the joke is.
Right. Another TED Talk.
Comedy comes from a good or a bad place, and it's for you to decide what that is. And I think that there's a big debate about sick jokes, or comedians doing sick jokes. Now, the thing about sick jokes, when we tell a sick joke, it's with the express understanding that neither party is really like that. I wouldn't tell a sick joke to a known pedophile. I wouldn't go, here, mate, you're going to fucking love this more than anyone, son. Do you know what And I've never been in trouble for anything I've said in my professional career because I refuse to apologise. What can they do to you? Growing up, you try things out and you get taken the wrong way a little bit. Not like the dolphin. I mean, not... When I was about 23, 24, me and my girlfriend met up with this other couple. They'd moved down from the north of England to London. They used to come in the place I used to work, and we had a couple of drinks with them. They were cool people and they were fun. And after we'd met them a couple of times, they invited us to a party at their house. We went along. One, it was a dinner party, which they hadn't warned us about. But 2, it was for their family that had come down from the north to see how they were getting on. And it was both their parents and grandparents and great uncles, average age about 85, right? And I think we were an afterthought. We thought, oh God, we don't know anyone our age. Oh, that Ricky and Jane, right? So we went along, and we were still getting to know them, so we just spoke to them all night. We didn't really mingle with the older people. And as I say, we use comedy as a sword and a shield and a medicine, but usually as a getting to know you, okay? We use comedy to break the ice. Are you like-minded? What can you take? What do you like? And I've always sort of pushed the boundaries a little bit to try and make people laugh at things they didn't think they could. But, but then, everything turns out okay, I suppose. And I started off lightly. I told this joke. Why did the little girl fall off the swing? Because she had no arms. Yeah, sweet.
It's touching.
And they laughed a little bit louder than that. There was only 2 of them, so thanks, right? No, so I thought, okay, they get it. They like, and so you up the ante a little bit. I don't you push. And I told this joke. Oh, I need a drink. Start the car? Seriously? Right. I told this joke. Made sure the old people couldn't hear like that. I went, okay. Father, sitting at home, just reading the newspaper. His little girl comes running in. She's only 6. Hello, darling. Hello, Daddy. You've been playing? Yeah. In the park? Yeah. With your friends? Well, until the man came along. Till the man came along? Yeah, a man came along, and he asked my friends to leave, so it was just me and him. Darling, come over. whatever happened, none of it was your fault, okay, darling? None of it was your fault. But tell Daddy every detail. What happened? He took me behind a tree so no one could see what we were doing. Oh, God, darling, and then what happened? He took my dress off. Oh, God, what happened next? What happened? He took his thing out. Oh, God, darling, and then what happened? Nothing, that was it. Oh, we'll make something up.
Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Holy fuck. Oh, it's a hell of an icebreaker.
Don't tell anyone that. I want it to be a surprise. So I told that joke, carried on, getting a bit drunker, telling jokes. Eventually we sat down for the meal about 9:45. They put 2 tables together, and the host sat at either end, and they put me in the middle, opposite this very sweet but very deaf sort of 80-year-old man. So conversation was a bit stilted. And after about 20 minutes, Ian, one of the hosts, pipes up and says, "Oh, Ricky, tell that joke." I went, "What?"
Oh,
All the
shit.
other people went, "Oh, we love jokes. Do you?"
Uh-oh.
I looked at Ian, and Ian went, "Be fine." I went, "Okay." And he got on with this conversation. And so they're all like that. I went,
Oh, God.
Father sitting at home reading the paper. Little girl comes running, told the whole joke, got to the bit, "We'll make something up." They went, silence. I looked at Ian, he went, "Not that one." Thank you so much, you've been fantastic. Good night.
That was really good. Is that it? Must be an encore or something.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Cheers. Thank you. Fantastic. Thank you so much. I fucking love Chicago. Isn't it brilliant? Isn't it amazing? I've had just the best time. Thank you so much. I'll tell you, I'd risk coming again through volcanic ash clouds. Anything to go. It's fantastic. Terrorist attack. I've actually always been a nervous flyer, to be honest. And I flew a few weeks after 9/11. And after 9/11, the world went a little bit crazy. You know, understandably, the rules changed, and there was a lot of anger and fear and confusion and finger pointing. And I'd always consider myself quite a rational, liberal sort of guy. And I tried to remain that way after 9/11. And even in in the pub with mates, I'd be the ones going, "No, you can't say that. No, that's a generalisation. That's ridiculous. No, that's unfair. You can't tar everyone with the same brush. No, it's still the safest form of transport. It's 16 million to 1, the chance of trying to be rational." That's in a pub. When I'm flying, it's more like, "Check him again. Can we check him again?" He's getting on this, but do you mind if I check him? Can I just... And after 9/11, with all the checks, I still tried to remain sort of rational and philosophical. I was thinking, right, it's harder now than it ever was to get a bomb on the plane. This is, the restrictions are tight. It's safer now. And then I found out that a terrorist doesn't even have to get on the plane now with a bomb. They found heat-seeking missiles, and they could just park up in some sort of lay-by and take the plane out within the first 10 minutes of takeoff. So now I'd be on the plane going, right, we're out of range. Who's got the bomb, right?
Jeez.
And as I say, I flew a couple of weeks after 9/11, internal flight, and we're up in the air. I'd done the thing right, we're out of range, right, okay, right. And I was still a bit nervous, and I said to the air hostess, I said, "Have you got any magazines?" Think of this. She said, quite loud, quite blasé, she said, "No, honey, we've got no magazines. We've had to undertake severe cutbacks because we're one of the companies being sued over 9/11. One, don't mention 9/11.
Right.
Surely a new rule book went round. Don't mention 9/11 when you're handing out the coffee. Just, you know what I mean, right? Two, don't say severe cutbacks. Severe cutbacks. If someone says that, I don't think of magazines anymore. I think of a bloke in an aircraft hangar earlier that week going, "Do we really need all these rivets?" It's just... What terrible bedside manner. I mean, I take first-class flights everywhere. I know you wouldn't have it any other way. I'd do it for you, really. some of the flights I take cost £10,000, okay? And for £10,000 in a disaster, I expect the front end of my plane that I'm in to gently break off and float down to a desert island. It doesn't. I'll die with the rest of you fucking losers. That's not fair, is it? I know you tried to save me, but you couldn't. We'd just be on the news. I'd probably be the only one get name-checked on the news. You'd be 230 others, but which is some consolation. But
true.
anyway, so, okay. Once I was flying back from New York, okay, 9:25, a Saturday night, JFK to London Heathrow, BA, first class. Okay, now, this is my point. It's fear that threatens rational thought, I think, okay? I'm there. Now, the whole week leading up to that flight, I don't know if you remember it, or it's happened more than once, I don't know, it was a couple of years ago, on every news channel in America, there was a rolling ticker tape that said, America on red alert. We've had intel, there's going to be another 9/11 in a major city, probably New York or LA, okay, this weekend. Do not fly unless you absolutely had to, right? I had to, I was filming. And,
Yeah, I had to get there.
right. So, I'm the only one in the first class lounge, okay? And I still tried to remain rational. I was thinking, no, it's safer now. Everyone's looking for a terrorist today. They'll leave it till Monday, right? And then it happened. The thing that threatened my rational thought. I had a bit of a mini breakdown. Into the first class lounge, about 30 minutes before boarding, came this guy. I don't know whether he was North African or Middle Eastern or Asian, but he had all the gear, right? Beard, steered attaché case, okay? And here's your middle class sort of liberal. I went, I was suddenly engaging staff in sort of banal conversation, going, flight on time? They're going, yeah. What's the weather like in London? Like they were going to go, it's a bit cloudy, but there he is, right? Didn't happen. So I'm left there, right? And I'm looking over at him, and I'm thinking of all the running up to it and the week, all the news and everything. But now there's a fight between good and evil, between rational and irrational, okay? This one goes, ooh, that's a suicide bomber. Oh, don't be stupid. Of course it isn't. It is. How do you know? That's what they look like. What? Beard. Don't be stupid, right? Then he makes a phone call, and I couldn't understand what he was saying, but he sounded a bit angry, okay? This one goes, oh, we made a phone call, right? This one, no, you just made a phone call. Yeah, but not in foreign. Right? Oh, shut up, right? He's been checked, like the rest of us, have been checked. Did they check the beard? Yeah, they checked the beard. Yeah, they checked the beard, right? And then I'm looking at him, must have been absent-minded with all this going on in my head, and he catches me looking, and he does this. He goes, oh, he knows, right? This one goes, no, he knows why you're looking at him. He's had that sort of prejudice for months now. Stop looking at him. Yeah, the beard. Yeah, right? But this one starts winning. The fear starts beating all the rational thought in the world. And I was going, no, but it could be. Well, yeah, it could be. Probably not. Well, no. The stats are up today. Yeah, but still, it won't happen. Don't say it won't happen to us. People of 9/11 said it wouldn't happen to them. Yeah, but all the tests, yeah, well, they find new ways of getting through our detection. Then we have to up again. Yeah, you're right. And suddenly I thought, oh my God, this is it. This is it. And that wave of nausea, and you suddenly realise, oh my God, I'm witnessing this. This one goes, okay, right, let's report him. This one goes, no. Why? In case someone thinks we're racist. No, fuck that. Let's report him and be a wrong, embarrassed, live racist, just in case, right? And I go, no, so I don't. And so now I think he is a suicide bomber, and I think I'm going to get on the plane and die, but I'm not going to do anything about it. And I'm nearly in tears. And all this happens in a few moments. And I look over, and he's joined by his wife, who's got all the gear, and it's two little girls, okay, and I suddenly go, oh, of course he's not a fucking suicide bomber. If you're off to see 72 virgins, you don't take the wife and kids along. So, no, true. And I got on the plane, and of course he wasn't a terrorist. And I was sort of a bit embarrassed, and I saw the funny side of it, and I was relieved and everything. And he was a businessman and a family man. He was playing with his two little girls who kept running up and down and banging into my chair. He wasn't doing anything about that at all, okay? Nothing about that at all, okay? And he was sort of chasing them, and they were squealing really hard, going through. After half an hour, I was hoping someone would blow the fucking plane up, to be honest. But a really weird thing happened during that period. I got so paranoid about terrorist attack that I started taking private jets and helicopters everywhere just because I was so rich. No.
Oh, yeah.
No, again, my philosophy was, I'm the only person on this plane and I definitely haven't got a bomb. So we're all right, you know. And I was taking a helicopter one day and I was waiting on the helipad, okay? Rewind 2 days before that. I'm at home, having my cereal, my Cheerios, and there's a carton of milk there with the missing person things on the back. And I've seen 1,000 of them, okay? This one was slightly different because it was a missing child, which is always sadder. Well, no, it's sad when anyone goes missing, but presumably because of her age, this was an abduction, and you know. And it was also the language. It was a plea from the mother, and it was the wording. She just said the name of the little girl, which I won't say, I remember it, and the day and place where she was last seen. And she just said, 5 years old, blonde hair, blue eyes, always happy, please help me. And it must have stayed with me. 2 days later, I'm there. It's like a wharf development, waiting for this helicopter. And I'm looking down onto sort of some disused sort of warehouse space. And looking one, right? And someone had put up a brown blanket with this duct tape, okay, as like a curtain. And it had fallen away. And I can see in, this is a true story, it's an empty room, apart from a mattress, and on the mattress is a little girl with her hands tied. And my fucking heart, 5 years old, blonde hair, blue eyes, always happy, crying her eyes out.
Oh, man. Oh, God.
What? It couldn't have been her. I left it. Thanks very much. You've been amazing. Good night, Chicago. Cheers.
It's a hell of a way to end it.
Thank you. Cheers. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, that was Ricky Gervais's Out of England stand-up comedy special. Out of England 2 stand-up comedy special. I think I like the second one better than the first. But, yeah, both specials were really good. And we got more of An Idiot Abroad, more of The Ricky Gervais Show, and another comedian. I'll pick one. Coming up soon. So subscribe if you haven't, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. Have a good one.